Factoring polynomials. First of all, factoring a number means breaking down a number into smaller parts that divide the bigger number. For example, if we took the number 24 and did prime factorizing to split this up, we would see that this can be divided by 12 and 2. And 12 can be divided into 6 and 2, and 6 can be divided into 3 and 2. We can therefore say that 24 is made up of 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. Taking any combination of these factors of 24 will give us other factors of 24. For example, if I look at this and this, which I've separated in brackets, this gives me that 4 times 6 is also 24, which is true. We can also factor numerical expressions. For example, if I had 10 plus 15, I can break up each of these terms into its factors. 10 has the factors 2 and 5, while 15 has the factors 3 and 5. You can see that 5 is the common factor for both these terms. Therefore, I would be allowed to take this 5 outside of a pair of brackets. Inside the brackets, I put whatever was left over. 2 from the first term and 3 from the second term. The first equation gives us 10 plus 15 is 25. The second equation, if I follow the rules of BEDMAS, I would do the brackets first, and 2 plus 3 is 5. Therefore, 5 times 5 is also 25. Both these statements give me 25. This is how I know that both this equation and this one here are the same. Since they're both the same, I can write this out like this. 10 plus 15 is equal to 5 times 2 plus 3. They're equal. What I have here on the right-hand side of the equal sign is called the factored form. We can also factor polynomials in exactly the same way. For example, if we had 10x squared y plus 15xy squared, I could break down both these terms into its factors. The first one has 10, which is 2 times 5, times x times y. There are two x's because it's an x squared. 15 breaks up into 3 times 5. X and y squared becomes y times y. We can now take the common factors from both terms out in front of a bracket. The common factors are 5, x, and y. Putting these in front of the bracket, 5x, y, means that inside the bracket I would place whatever is left. In the first term, I have a 2 and an x left. And in the second term, I've got a 3 and a y left. Therefore, to factor 10x squared y plus 15xy squared, we get 5xy times, in a bracket, 2x plus 3y. If we wanted to, we can get back the original expression by distributing the term outside of the bracket into each term inside the bracket. 5xy times 2x gives us 5 times 2 is 10, x times x is x squared, y, plus 5xy times 3y gives us 3 times 5 is 15, x, y times y is y squared. We can see by distributing this term back into the bracket, we in fact get back our original expression. Try factoring this, 20x squared plus 25x. Factoring the first term gives us 2 times 2 times 5 times x plus factoring the second term gives us 5 times 5 times x. Both these terms have one 5 and one x in common. We can therefore factor out the common factor of 5x. 5x goes outside the brackets, and what's left inside the brackets, 2 times 2 is 4, x plus 5. You can see that the 4x comes from the 2 times 2 times x, and the 5 is what's left over in the second term.